Welcome to another Transits Fridays. So, how was the full moon for you? So, we had a full moon in Leo a couple of days ago, and it was in square to Uranus. So, how did that happen? How did that manifest in your life? It was a very electric energy, potentially a lot of surprises, a lot of unexpected turn of events, and things like that. So, is that how you experienced what happened there? Was it fun? Did you feel that Leonine energy a little bit more present in your life or not? What happened there? Today is also Valentine's Day, by the way, so happy Valentine's for all of you. Let me share my screen and let's have a look at the transits for this week. Now, I think one of the biggest things that we have this week, one of the keywords, I think this is a big week for taking our deep breath in. So more than just keep going, 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 setting sails. I think this week there's a little bit of a sense of, gathering ourselves, gathering our feelings, resting a little bit more. I think this could be a restful week. It's a week where we're gonna have the beginning of Pisces season. So Mercury also shifting to Pisces. The energy feels a little bit more gentle. And here we are, look, Mercury turning not turning, Mercury is stepping into Pisces today. So I think the energy feels a lot more gentle this week, coming out of, a full moon Leon square to Uranus week. So we're gonna have a little bit of a break, energetically speaking, I feel. So why not make the most of it? Take this chance and really go with that, right? Really go with this energy, really make the most. And again, for people that are highly sensitive, for people that are an empath as well, this is a wonderful week for you to recharge. It's a wonderful week to recharge. And I think one of the key words as well for this week is healing. There is a lot of potential for healing, healing energy, healing emotions, being in touch with emotions, feeling as well a little bit more inspired. Because I think the word inspiration is also another one that I think when I see an emphasis on Pisces, in particular, divine inspiration. So this week could be a week for getting in touch with divine inspiration. So Saturday here, the 15th, not much really. There isn't really a lot of movement that's going to be happening this week. And that's why I think this is a great restful week. So Mercury there in Pisces. Now Mercury, planet of communication, thoughts, words, etc. So moving from Aquarius, from the very community group minded, into the more spiritual sign of Pisces is definitely a wonderful time for all of us that love working with the mystical arts. So brilliant time to do tarot, to do runes, to develop our psychic abilities, to feel more inspired to do this work, and to get in touch with the other realm as well, right? Doing creative art as well, like creative activities, I think that's another wonderful way of using this energy. So here is Tuesday, the 18th, and that's when the sun shifts to Pisces. So Pisces season officially begins. And Pisces season officially begins when the moon is also shifting to Scorpio. So we've got the moon in Scorpio and the sun in Pisces, the moon coming to trine that Mercury in Pisces as well. So very sensitive week. I mean, as you can see, there's a very strong emphasis in water again, a more introverted element, a more introverted energy as well, right? The motivation becomes more connected to emotional connections, more connected with emotional connections. That's the motivation. And here's Wednesday the 19th, which I think is a particular special day because there's a grand trine between the moon in Scorpio, Saturn in Pisces, and Mars retrograde in Cancer as well. And Mars and the moon will be in mutual reception. So they're on each other's sign. They kind of understand each other very well. They have little secrets that they share there somehow. So I really feel that this is a very special day for getting in touch with old resentment, with um, frozen feelings that might be there, might be lingering, we're ready to let go of. I think this week is in particular, um, it could be a particularly powerful one for healing in that way of like letting go of what's being within us that's really occupying a necessary space. I want to say it like that. And I also think this grunt trine can be a wonderful preparation for when Mars turns direct, which will be happening on the 24th of Feb. So a few days later, so not this week, the following one, we have Mars turning direct. And so this grunt trine could be a moment of allowing the emotions to flow, allowing any resentment, any old anger, any buried feelings to raise to the surface and to work with them constructively as well. So what would it be, an activity that would help you get into the flow? So dancing, creative work, anything that can then have a sort of a more therapeutic channeling as well. So I think Wednesday is a wonderful day to do that, to write the letters, the let go letters as well, and forgive and really focus on the compassion and the forgiveness as well, if you can, moving past something. Um, I think this grand trine can help us. It won't last very long during the day, obviously, because the moon travels a little bit fast. But I think is as a passing mood, this is a wonderful day to let these emotions wash over us, move through us, right? See these emotions as friends rather than trying to block a hold and etc. Just really moving with it, seeing where these emotions take us as well. And again, doing a wonderful tarot spread, an astrological tarot spread for emotional healing in particular. What is the best thing that you can do with this grand trine, or where is emotional healing gonna be possible in my life right now, or how can I best channel the energy of this grunt trine in water? So those are some of the examples of an astrological tarot spread for Wednesday, or even a little bit before Wednesday, so you know what to do on Wednesday as well. So I think this is one of the most special days of this week because of this grunt trine here. On Thursday, the 20th, we've got a shift of energy here. Like the moon is already shifting to Sagittarius. And we also have Mercury in square to Jupiter. So I think there is a bit of a similar flavor here of um bigger ideas, a search for the meaning of things, of a more adventurous mood that we might find ourselves. So more towards the end of next week with a fiery kind of transition of that moon. And also obviously that Mercury Jupiter. With the Mercury Jupiter square and the moon moving to Sag as well, I think the words of caution here would be judgment, being too judgmental or speaking before you think. Those are some of the things that can happen when we have a square with Jupiter here, a Mercury Jupiter square, and saying things to people before we had time to think. And that's a T square as well. Look, the moon will oppose Jupiter on Friday and square Mercury. So here I think that's, great time for us to brainstorm. The energy can be used as brainstorming, writing things down, journaling, creating a vision board, or the potential for a vision board. But the danger here is people speaking without thinking, big words, big judgments, big ideas that we might not feel ready to receive, or if we are in the receiving ending, that might feel a little bit aggressive. So just being mindful of that dynamic, being mindful of that energy, and trying to channel that in a different way, sharing opinions in a more inclusive way, right? Asking more questions rather than giving more opinions. And with Mercury being the apex of the T square, I would say compassion, compassion, compassion as a key word to navigate this energy, and just really putting ourselves into someone else's shoes and realizing that people have feelings, right? I guess if you are a fellow highly sensitive, you know that people have feelings more often than not. And this would be a word of caution on not taking things too personally around this day as well. All right. So that's it for our weekly astrology. We don't have a lot to talk about. It's a little bit of a more restful week. So I hope you enjoy this energy. Find something creative to do around the time of that grand trine on the 18th, and a constructive way of channeling that T square that has that sort of Mercury, Jupiter, Sagittarius sort of feeling. And let me know in the comments as well if there's anything that you want to see in this channel a little bit more. If there's anything you want to share about this full moon in Leo as well, I'd love to know how your experience was, or if you have any plans for this grand trine in water, right? And take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Valentine's. And I'll be seeing you all next week. Mwah. So take care, and I'll see you soon.